Hi guys, and welcome to episode 3 of Honestly Alice. Okay, I'm just gonna go straight for it and tell you that I am having a hard time. Coming up with a topic for every week is no walk in the park, so kudos and props to people who do this every day. You know, as they say, don't knock anything down before you try it, and yeah, it's rough, but I'll make it through. So, to be honest, I was really going to come up with some lousy excuse as to why there wasn't an episode 3, but I wasn't sick. I didn't have extra hours at work and therefore I couldn't come up with the time to pick a topic. No, I just wasn't coming up with content that I was okay putting my name next to. Like, I should have listened to my mom months ago when she said, Alice, before you start making your show, make sure you have 5 solid episodes on you. And, being Alice, who didn't want to listen to her mom breathing down her throat, I agreed and said, yeah, Mom, I will. Man, if only I had taken, what she said into account. And then that got me thinking, how many of us are throwing away valuable, life-changing information because of the person that's delivering the news? Like, my mother has 6 patents under her name. Not 1, not 2, but 6. And in case you don't know what a patent is, it's basically a government license, saying that you were the sole inventor of your product or your idea. And my mother has 6, what? Mind blown. She gets paid by some of the world's biggest companies to solve their issues, and I'm getting this information for free. Like, am I nuts? Well, yeah, kind of, sort of, but she's mom, and the funny thing is, if I had money, which I don't, I would probably I'd probably pay someone to give me the same information my mother is giving me for free. But since when was it okay to hear the same thing from someone else for it to finally hit home? Did I need to be struggling with creating an episode to be like, yep, Mama knows best? Yes, Ma, I know you're listening, so I will repeat it again in slow. But it's true. Mama always, and I mean always, knows best. So to every mother or every mother-to-be, I am saying this on behalf of the kids who are stubborn and never give you credit where credit is due. Mothers always know best. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we have this neighbor, and bless their heart, but they've been learning to play the trumpet since I moved into my apartment last year, May. But get this, they have not, and I mean have not improved. They are just as bad as they were last year. They say they played the same tunes over and over and over again that I could actually write a playlist. I'm all about perfecting your craft and practice makes perfect and all that hoopla, but somebody needs to tell them to stop. If after 9 months you still sound as bad as you were way back when, then you're not musically gifted or capable. So just stop wasting your time, stop wasting your money, and stop making my ears bleed. If the person who lives a whole floor below you, being me, can hear how bad you are, then the people who live with you must truly be tone deaf. And I know they live with people because when this trumpet is being played, I hear other footsteps going on. So it's just somebody else is living with you, but they're not telling you that you're bad. But at first I used to feel bad for the other person that was there, but no, I don't, because you are honestly allowing this tomfoolery to go on for too long. Ask any of my friends that have ever visited, they will tell you they have heard the trumpet. It's not a sound that is made up in my mind. It actually exists, and it's, Lord, like, whoo, child, it's so bad. But obviously the people who live there and the other roommates, they don't listen to Honestly Alice. They're not an avid listener, because if they were, they would have us thrown that trumpet off, like out of the balcony into the ground. They would have burnt it. They would have done something no. That instrument needs to go. This person needs to be told, don't ever think of playing another musical instrument again in your life. Just don't. Just no. Like we're all suffering. For why? For what? Like, no. Okay, that's side rant over. It's not like I can. I'm hearing this right now, and it's making my skin crawl. But back to what we were talking about. After talking to my mom, it really got me thinking about how we low-key are constantly saying what is expected of us and not what we really want to say every day. Like, how the conversation plays out in your head is 99% not what's happening in real life. Okay, so let's imagine that you're in college and you're taking calculus, but not by choice. No, because it's a required class. I just don't understand this, America. Like, if you have to have kids take mandatory classes in university, at least, make it worthwhile. Like, have a budget 101 class, or how to file your taxes 101, or how to calculate shop discounts without a calculator 101. Make me take classes that will help me be a better adult when I, get my degree. No, you want to have me, take calculus. Like, I wasn't already bad in math in high school. Like, I barely passed it. Why would you think that in my wildest dreams I would say, I'll take college level, math. It must be easier than high school. Like, no, I would never do that. Like, you saw my transcript when I was applying for school, and you saw I was bad at math. And then you still want me to take math? Not like I feel some type of way, but no, I have to take this mandatory math class, and I'll be lucky, and I mean lucky, if I can even manage a C-. Oh. Then, to add insult to my injury, you have a foreign student teaching me. Oh, no. But they're from Eastern Europe, former Soviet, country, or some part of Asia, and this is their second year of speaking English. Their second year. They've only been speaking English for 2 years. 2 years, and they're teaching me? How am I expected to pass this class when I can't even understand the instructor? Like, what? I'm paying you so much money to go to this school, and you're setting me up to fail because you're having me take a mandatory class that I'm already going to fail, because you should have paid attention to my transcript and seen that, like, I'm bad at math. So I'm obviously going to fail college level calculus. And then, we're going to add a foreign, student who's going to teach you who can barely speak English. Oh, Lord. Then, so I take this class, and this class is, I'm probably having a 4 GPA, but this class is going to drop me to an easy 2.8. Who does that? Anywho, so I'm taking this calculus class, you're taking this calculus class, and your parents call and they ask you, how's calculus going? And you just, you either want to cry or you want to change the subject, but you say, it's fine, the teacher is great, but you both know that you're lying, like, your parents clearly know you failed math in high school. You failed math. But what you really want to say is, I don't know what's going on in that class. The teacher can barely speak English. I can't understand their accent. It's so thick. Sometimes I'm just like, is that English? And then when you ask them to explain a concept, they say, I don't understand. Like, come on. If they're really, okay, here's the thing. If you're really good at math and you can teach it, all well and good. But if you can't really speak the language, hire a translator. There's nothing wrong with hiring a translator. It's a win-win for everybody. They teach, I learn. No, it's fine if English isn't your first language, but I'm just going to need you to fix your life, babe, before you start to teach me a mandatory class that's going to make me fail, because I don't understand what you're saying. Like, I'm straight failing this class. As soon as I walk in and I read the professor's name and they say hello, I'm just like, damn it, I failed. Like, I know I'm going to fail it. But if you say any of this to your parents, you'll get the classic, oh, you're just being lazy, put more effort into your work, or pay more attention in class. I can't. I absolutely cannot. Like, I've been set up to fail by the university. Like, either way, I'm going to fail this class because I don't understand the teacher. They don't know how to explain it in a way that is not at graduate student level. Like, I'm a freshman. Like, I need you to say it in simple terms that I'm going to understand, that x plus y over 2xy gives you a. What? Break it down for me so that I can understand and we can be on the same page. But then the funny thing is, I'll only tell this to my parents, once they see that C+ in my report card, because the classic question, why did you fail this class, will come up. And then that's when you'll be like, you know what? My professor was foreign. I couldn't understand them. I just, and then it's like, why didn't she say anything before? But if I had tried to say something before, you'd have been like, you're making an excuse. Oh, it's like you can never win. Like, let's be honest. You can't win. So for those of you that are in university right now, I really feel for you. I was one of those that, instead of taking the high road after getting my bachelor's, I was like, I want a master's. And, I stuck through for another 2 years. Lord. But I wouldn't even lie to you, because I made some of my closest friends from those mandatory classes because we all had one thing in common, We sucked at the subject, we questioned why we were forced to do it, and we didn't really understand the teacher. Oh my gosh, I have to share this with you guys. So as I've mentioned before, I went to the University of Rhode Island. Woo woo, go Rhody, URI. And one of the mandatory classes we had to take was Theater 101. So for that class, you could either choose to be a stage designer, an actor, backstage person, script writer. The roles go on for days. So knowing me, I chose the easy way out. I will become an actor. Now you may say, what? Alice, that's a lot of lines you have to memorize. But here's the catch. The play we were doing was titled How Not to Act. So we were supposed to do all the wrong things to make the play a success. And guess what I did? I played the African card. Yep, I was so quick to, volunteer to be the person that said the wrong lines. Except, I was gonna give it a spin, and I was going to say them in Swahili. Okay, so here's the best thing about it. At the time, 2007, at the University of Rhode Island, I was the only, and I mean the only Kenyan on campus. So that meant I was also the only person that probably spoke Swahili. So no one would ever know that I never learned my lines. And I was getting an A. I was absolutely going to get an A. And I did get an A in this class, which is just phenomenal. But the funny thing is, my mom happened to be around during the time the play was being shown to the school public, and she came to watch. So every time I had a line, I just started having a conversation with my mom. Obviously I'm facing the actors on stage, so it kind of went like this. Unajua, sijui line zangu, walisema ati kumbuka hizi malines alafu utasema kwa lugha yako. So nitaongea tu kwa ajili hawatajua vile nasema, lakini kama kila mtu anacheka, wacheka pia. Watafikiria huyu dem anafanya kazi nzuri, kumbe anaongea tu ovyo ovyo. Okay, this is what I said. And this is translation verbatim. So I don't really know my lines, They told me memorize your lines and then say them in your language. So I'll just talk willy-nilly and they won't understand what I'm saying. But when everybody is laughing, laugh along with them and they'll think, wow, this girl is doing a really good job. Little do they know that I'm just making up stuff as I go. I kid you not, that is exactly what I said. And it was so funny because everyone was dying of laughter, but it's just like, oh Lord, if only you knew. And the play ended, we got standing ovation, and indeed everyone came up to me like, wow, that was really good. And I had to take credit. I was just like, thank you. I had found a creative way of getting that A, because I honestly needed to find a way to balance that C+ that was coming in from this mandatory calculus class, that I was taking. But you know what? I would really love to hear some of your funny moments where you managed to either speak your mind and not get into any trouble, or what creative ways you managed to voice your opinion. Like, please, feel free to just comment and share and just let me know. I live for such things. Oh my goodness, okay. So before I let you go, I actually have a little surprise for you. So every last Wednesday of the month, I will start a new series called Honestly Ask Alice. And it's simple. This is how it works. Those episodes are dedicated to you, to my listeners that have been faithful and my new listeners that are just joining in. So what do? You I'm honestly, I'm so grateful for every one of you that listens all the way to the end of this podcast and all my previous ones. I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't still be making them if there wasn't a need or a demand. And this is just my way of saying thank you and giving back to you and just showing you that, I hear you and I'm here for you. I'm not here to just always speak my mind. Well, I am. It is called Honestly Alice, but I want to help shed light on some things that are happening not only in my life, but in your life. So how Honestly Asks Alice works is that you just ask me a question. You ask any question and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. If you wish to remain anonymous, just send me an email or a private message either on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube, and I'll look through them all. But here's the best part. You will not get to know the answer to your question till the show. So you have until next Tuesday, which is, hold on, I need to pull up a calendar. So you have until Tuesday, the 26th of January 2016 until noontime to submit any question that you have. And then in 24 hours, well, less than 24 hours because I release this at 9 in the morning, you'll have your answer, and I'm excited. I'm excited to hear what questions you guys have, and it could be anything, from like, what's your favorite recipe, or what's your, I don't know, like whatever it is. And we can talk politics, we can talk love, we can talk religion, whatever you ask, I will answer, because you're already taking the time out of your day weekly to listen to me. So I will take my time, and I do take my time to go through all the comments and listen, and I will respond to you guys in the next one. So if you wish to remain anonymous, as I said again, you can send me an email or private message on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube. And my Twitter handle is @HonestlyAlice2. My Instagram name is Honestly Alice. My Facebook page is Honestly Alice. And my YouTube channel is Honestly Alice. I think there's like a theme of like Honestly Alice. And if you just want to put it on your status or in a comment, just hashtag Honestly Ask Alice. And I'll be able to find it quicker that way, or just hashtag Honestly Alice and I'll still find it. So next week, let's honestly ask Alice. But be warned, this show is called Honestly Alice, and you may not like what my answer is to your question, because I'm not in the business of sugarcoating. That's for regular folks. I give it straight as it is. But I just want to say thank you so much for listening. I look forward to reading all your questions and answering them next week. So, bye!